The best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine, the moment is. Run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee scream rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough for the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee scream rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, just no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion.
Back in the basement again for another sports recap, as well as the NFL roundtable. Guys, it's Monday. It's Monday. I've come back, went on a nice trip to celebrate our bonus son on his graduation. Congratulations to the young man. He's going to a junior college in Houston. So he's going to get the opportunity to play in college ball. So congratulations to JJ, we're going to call him, just Joe JJ, for his opportunity. Was happy for him. It was a little emotional for him, but that's okay. You know, that's part of life. You know, the end of high school is a new opportunity when you move on and get the opportunity to go to college, and not only just go to college, but to get to participate in college. You know what I'm saying? Participate by playing in a extracurricular activity such as basketball, football, baseball, whatever sports you may participate in. It's a blessing because you get to do what you love, right? So that's a beautiful thing. So I'm happy for the young man. J Dub said, "Congratulations." I know that's right. But guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff is jumping off, man, especially in the sports world. So as y'all all know, we had a big NBA basketball game, right? We're going to talk about the NBA. We're going to get to it, but we got to talk about it. Now, unfortunately, you know, we had the show on Monday, and I gave y'all my prediction. My prediction is the Thunder in 6. That's my prediction. That's who I'm going with. That's who I'm rolling with. But before we get to that, we got to talk about everything else that's going on. Let me say this first and foremost. Congratulations to Coco Gauff for winning a French Open. First time since Serena done it way back when. So congratulations to Coco Gauff on her opportunity to win it. Let me also say this. Congratulations to my man Michael Beasley for winning his one-on-one tournament, winning that $100K. over Lance Stephenson. Congratulations to them two guys, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to them. Now let's talk about some sports that really matter to me, because tennis really don't matter. One-on-one don't matter to me, but NFL does. And we got a lot of great NFL news that came through. With that being said, let's talk about the latest Braves news. As you all know, Aaron Rodgers been playing this game back and forth, back and forth. I don't know what I'm going to play. I want to retire. I want to go to Minnesota. I think I want to go to Pittsburgh. I may go to Pittsburgh. Jets already let me know they don't want me. Really ain't no other team in the NFL showing that they want you. So yeah, no choice but to go to Pittsburgh. Well, guess what, guys? That's where he ended up signing, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers for signing a 1-year, $19 million deal to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we all know he signed a 1-year deal, but he may not make it through the whole season for many reasons. One, due to injury. He got brittle bones. As that drop, they would say all the time, he needs some milk. Well, maybe that's the case. Lack of milk, I don't know what it is. Titty milk, I don't know. Whatever you need, Andrew. Aaron Rodgers, whatever you need, buddy. But you need to get it together. He may not make it through because of that. But another reason why he probably couldn't make it through, because he'll quit on you. He may say 3 games in, man, I'll retire. I'm sick of this shit. And get on up through. You never know with Aaron Rodgers. You never know with him. So either way, he could be gone. Now, and Rodgers deal included a $10 million guaranteed signing bonus and has a maximum value of 19.5. The contract also includes a 5.8.5 in playing time and team performance incentives. Now, they should have put that in there. You know the reason why? Because they know he gonna get hurt. They know they can't guarantee he gonna stay the whole season because he might quit on them. He plays too many goddamn mind games. And the man at the end of his pretty much career, this is it. He already knows. They already know. Look here, man. Pittsburgh probably should have did a better job in drafting a quarterback. I know Howard is a champion in college football with the Ohio State. I didn't understand that. Congratulations to them. But they're gonna have to draft a quarterback. Now, it's obvious they didn't do it this year. Shedeur, whatever reasons why they didn't draft Shedeur for all 7 rounds, they chose not to. Now, this time next year, they're gonna have a nice crop of good young quarterbacks coming out. So maybe that's what they're hoping for and planning for. They want Kirk Cousins, because then you looking at Kirk Cousins, he's gonna be looking for a 3-year deal. He's not probably willing to sign just a 1-year get on up through deal. He's gonna probably look for a 3-year deal. All right, okay. 1 year, that's all we really think you're good for. That's all we need you for. And then we're gonna draft a quarterback and just go from there. Now let me say this. I don't understand why they trade Pickens. Now, whether he was a nutcase enough to the point where they said we're not even going to deal with him, or they just felt like we're not going to resign him, so we might as well go and trade and get something for him. I don't know. But that would have probably really helped them in their playoff run. Now, again, I think they're going to make it a playoff. I think they can. They got a good chance to win the division over the AFC North. They really do. It's going to be a 3-team race. Cleveland's not going to be a factor. So they just got to compete for that North title. Now, can they win and get in playoffs just on record? I don't know. Because that AFC is always going to be tough. You're always going to have some tough teams come out of the AFC. So you got the likes of Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? I think the Dolphins going to be competitive. Of course, the Bengals and Baltimore going to be competitive. You got the Texans. They're going to be competitive. I don't know what to say about Jacksonville. I don't know. That damn joke to me. And you still got the West, KC. You got Denver. You know what I'm saying? So those are two competitive. You're only getting 7 teams in. You're going to get your 4 divisions and your 3 open spots. Can they finish in the top 7? Probably. They got a chance to do that. Can they even compete for the AFC North Division? Yeah, they can do that too. They was competitive last year. They didn't have a quarterback. They went with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields and still find a way to at least compete, make it to playoffs. I don't know how that's going to end for them this time next year. But with Rodgers, I mean, let me say this. Rodgers definitely a step above Fields and Russell Wilson. So maybe they got a good chance. If Russell Wilson and Fields can take them to playoffs, why can't Aaron Rodgers? Well, one of the reasons why he probably can't, because he can't stay healthy. Another reason it might be can't, because he might quit on them at any given moment. He might go to a mandatory training camp and just say, I'm done with this. Throw his cleats down, slam his helmet, and say, y'all can kiss my grits, I'm out of here. That's what you can get with Aaron Rodgers. You don't know. It's crazy work, but that's the reality. But enough about Aaron Rodgers. He played for Green Bay, and y'all know how I feel about Green Bay. FGB. And if you don't know what that F means, well, you take a good guess. Ends with CK. I'm gonna leave it there. My man, Nick Chubb, has signed with the Houston Texans. Now I know I got a couple Texas fans that usually I ain't seen him in a while. Average man, I ain't seen you. I mean, you're a Texas man. You're a Texas fan. I ain't see you. I'm just wondering how you feeling. So you gotta let me know. Drop me a message or something, or something in the chat. Or later on down on the replay, comment it for me. You know what I'm saying? But before y'all do too much, make sure y'all hit that damn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Hit that damn like button for me. I appreciate that. Hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
With that being said, congratulations to Nick Chubb for signing with the Texans. You know, and that was all based on if he passes physical. You know what I'm saying? You know, he unfortunately only got to play 8 games with the Browns last season due to a knee injury that included his meniscus, ACL, as well as MCL tear that sustained during the 2023 season. You know, he ended up rushing for 332 yards and 3 scores. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with Nick Chubb, he's been having a history of injuries, but he also has a good history of producing when he does play. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about Nick Chubb. You know, he scored 56 touchdowns. Has been named to the Pro Bowl 4 times. That's going to be good for him. I mean, good, not good for him, but good for the Texans. Because somebody like him, you could have him relieving Joe Mixon, you know what I'm saying, that he's going to compete with for playing time, as well as Damian Pierce. And they got a 4th-round pick, Woody Marks. You know what I'm saying? So their running back room is going to look good. They got depth. At least they got bodies anyway. I'm going to say that. I mean, I ain't going to say they all productive. We don't know that. I don't know nothing about Woody Marks. And Damian Pierce had opportunities to take that position, never took it over. That's why they end up getting Joe Mixon from Cincinnati. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that goes for him. Hopefully Nick Chubb does well. Hopefully he's able to stay healthy all this season. I like Nick Chubb. I think he's a good, hard-nosed, tough running back. I think it's a great pickup for the Houston Texans by picking him up, like you said, add to the debt. C.J. Stroud got another weapon in his backfield, so that helps. So we'll see how that goes. With that being said, let's keep going. Let's keep going with the NFL. For those who don't know, and I'm not a fan of this team, but I'm glad to see their weekend. Jair Alexander will be cut from the Green Bay Packers. Yes, you heard me. Their Pro Bowl, all-pro cornerback, said, man, we done. We done with you. We tired of all that lip you talking. You talk like you that man, but you ain't. J. Dub said, with you being a Bears fan, I know what it means. I know that's right. But the only thing about Jair, man, you talking about another guy injury prone, man. This dude's injury prone. In the last few years, he's only played in a total of 7 games. So imagine playing in 7 games in 3 seasons. I'm sorry, 4 seasons. It says 4 seasons. God bless. 4 seasons, you only played in 7 games. Best ability is your availability. And that guy is never available. So why would Green Bay keep him? They wouldn't. They did what they needed to do, and I don't blame them. I can't stand Green Bay. But this makes sense. For any team who's going to take a chance and roll the dice on, okay, good luck. But, man, you got to be really desperate at the cornerback position to take a chance on a guy who's only played in 7 games in 4 seasons. That's not good. He's not going to bring you nothing. He's not going to bring you a goddamn thing. You know what he's going to do? He's going to collect a check like a welfare recipient and give you nothing in return. You know what I call that? A money pit. A money pit, and you get no return on your investment. And if I was your accountant, I'd tell you you're a bad investor. You are bad with your money, and if that's what you think's the thing to do, you sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. But with that being said, let's get over here. Let's get over here, and we're going to talk about some NBA. My brother Dean, big brother Dean, what's going on tonight? Hopefully all is well with you, my brother. Now this guy right here, good guy. I wish I uploaded the picture. I did. But me and my man, we rented a limo together, and we went to prom. Had a great time. His date was a nice young lady. I had me a nice young lady. I don't know if I want to go into the story. Nah, what the hell. So we didn't rent a limo. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I said a limo. We rented a Lincoln Town car. White. I think it was cranberry interior. I think that's what it was. Dean, you could help me out. I think it was cranberry interior. And night was epic, he said. Yes, it was. It was a good night. We decided we're going to go to Kings Island. So that was a thing to do. You know, you go to prom, you rent a hotel, you do what you do. Then you head on out you head on out to Kings Island. So my date, the whole time. Well, I don't know why you doing it. He said white and cranberry, boss. That's what I'm talking about. The whole time. I don't know what you get hotel for. That's all she kept saying. I don't know what you get hotel for. So we need someplace to lay our head. So when we go in the morning, we head up early in the morning, get out there and join the crew. Well, you know, I don't know what you get in a hotel, man. Fellas, we know why we do that. I ain't got to go into no more detail than that. We know why. So the night happened. We had a good time. We head on up to Kings Island. You know what I'm saying? We out there enjoying ourselves, had the car for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. We came on back, dropped the dates off. It was all good. The wife said, I don't know why you telling us about your goddamn hotel. Well, you know, you're in a hotel, you need someplace to rest your head. You need to rest. You party all night, you need to rest. And think about it's funny. At the prom, we had like an after party, and it was at like the damn, where was it at? The athletic club. I think downtown athletic club is where it was. We didn't stay long. That's right. Dean said it was. Dean told you it was all PG. JW's doing too much. He forgot his wife is in the chat. Look here, man. We had prom night festivities after the prom. Like I said, I think it was an athletic club, athletic, some social athletic club. I think that's what it was. They had a swimming pool there. We get to go swimming, hang out, chill out, play basketball. You know what I'm saying? You know, kids do what they do. They have fun. They have a good time. We left there and just maxed and relaxed. That was it. Good, clean fun. Good, wholesome fun. I mean, you know, I was a God-fearing. That's what it was. The Louisville Athletic Club. He ain't remember more than me. He got better memory than me. You know, it's just something. I'm getting old. But I just remember the ladies had the bathing suits on. They was looking nice. They was dressed for the occasion. Dudes coming there flexing a little bit. Huh? We was out there looking nice. I could play basketball, so I ain't gonna front. I couldn't play basketball. I go back there, watch it a little bit, get out of the water, relax, dry off, go watch it play basketball. Some people was playing. We was playing tonk for money. Man, we had a good time, man. Now I don't even know if they do that anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying, with the prom. I know they ain't doing it like that no more. We had a good time. Like I said, we head on up to Kings Island. And you know, Dean, it's funny thing. I don't think we stayed up there that long. I think we stayed on the road driving back and forth longer than we did at Kings Island. But we had fun, you know what I'm saying, had a good time. Came on back home, it was all good. Me and the girl, we kind of stayed connected for a while. But you know, she went her way, I went mine. She ended up going to U of L. I was at Murray State. And she really liked me. She did. Of course, she loved me. I don't know how true it was. That's what she said. But she came over to my mom's house and wanted to get in contact because, you know, during that time, I didn't have a phone in my room and I didn't have no cell phone. So she was trying to find a way how to get in contact with me. So she got the address from my mom. But mom told me she was over crying and wanted to tell me something important. Now, this is what my wife brought up. You got her pregnant? No, I didn't get no goddamn girl pregnant. Didn't get her pregnant. She just wanted to tell me that she cheated on me. So I guess she's going to write it in a letter and let me know. I said, okay. She said, baby, I don't know what you're crying for. My mama said, he been cheating on you the whole damn time. I'm like, God damn. My mom done dropped the goddamn dime on shit. Mama out here snitching. He said, baby, I don't know why you crying for. He been cheating on you the whole damn time. I said, shit, what is this? Mama, you supposed to be on my goddamn side. You a turncoat. You'd have sold me out. But she was right. She was right. Because my mom hated the girl I was dealing with after her. This girl, I was 17 going on 18. And this girl was 26. Now I'm getting way off of sports. I don't know why I'm doing this. But I got with this girl. I was working at my buddy's mother's factory. She got us a job at this Colgate factory. And it's a packaging company. RIP to Turkey. That's who it was. And J-Dub, yes, sir. She was at the stoop picture just telling my business like Rose on 227. She was on the stoop just telling it. I'm like, damn, mama. RIP to Turkey, man. Anthony Gibbs. Great brother, man. Lost. Gone too soon. But his mother worked at a packaging company, and she got us a job over for the summer. So, I went over there working, making some money before I had to head off the merch day. We had a report in July. So I started working over in 1st of June. I stayed all the way up to before the 4th of July holiday was up, because that next week we had a report. Football players had a report. So I was dealing with her. I met her at this packaging company. She 26-year-old woman with 2 kids. I'm 17 going on 18 with no kids. So we kicking it. I ain't got no car. Only thing I had was a mongoose bike. Mongoose that I stole from somebody. Shame on me. That's back in the day. I mean, I ain't like it no more. Those the old days when I was out there just doing silly, childish, dumb shit. But it's messing with this girl, 26 years old. I'm 17 going on 18. And turned 18 in June. Matter of fact, June the 15th. That's my birthday, guys. So if y'all want to send me a birthday gift for my birthday, I appreciate it. June 15th, Father's Day as well. So right before I went off to Murray State, me and this young lady was messing around. And it wasn't until her prison man, well, he wasn't in prison, he was in jail, came home. I'm like, God damn. I don't think I heard keys right. I'm like, who is that? Oh, shoot, I think that's my baby daddy. I said, what? Man, I thought he was locked up. He must have got it hurt. He said he was, but I thought he was just joking. Man, I jumped out that goddamn window. Now, when I jumped out the window, thankfully it was on the 1st floor. And I had to go far. He didn't ever see me. I grabbed my bike, I snatched that bitch, I rode all the way home. 2 days later, she called me. Man, I hung up. I said, you crazy. You trying to get me killed. I said, don't ever call me. I said, don't you ever call me again. And I was done with her. But that's the lady that my mama snitched on me about, that I was cheating with prom date. So let's get back to sports. I ain't gonna let y'all get me all the way off. My man Pitch, what's going on, brother? Hopefully all is well with you, my man. Hopefully all is well. My Eagles win again, back to back. Sean, I don't know about that. You know Philadelphia got the Bears this year. We looking to make a statement. And if that means beating the Super Bowl champs, then so be it. J-Dub said, all hail to the no. Yes, sir. I had to get up out of there, dog. I said, I got too much to lose. Come on, man. Come on. Be mindful your wife is in the chat. Former friend you met later married from Murray State. This is true. Don't tell Dean that. Don't tell Dean that. He thinks it's gonna be an easy win for Philadelphia. Now y'all might beat us. Y'all may beat us because y'all a good team. I love Jalen Hurts. I always speak highly about that guy. But y'all gonna get your goddamn run for your money. I promise you that. You're not just gonna get in there and think y'all just gonna Peter roll and curb stomp our ass. This ain't the Matt Eberflus Bears. This is the Ben Johnson Bears. We got a new regime. But with that being said, I need for y'all to do me a solid and hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Hit that goddamn button. God damn it. Hit that button. Let's get back to it. I'm not going to let Dean get me off by having have flashbacks of prom and me cheating on an ex-girlfriend with another baby mama. You ever have some of those things, man, you just know you regret. You just shit you wish you just never did. Avenues and streets you just wish you never went down. And man, that was one of those things. It was an experience, but it was an experience that I do have regrets. They going down, J-Dub, the 28th. We're going to bust their asses. Watch us. I'm telling you, we're going to shock the world. Huh? Pay attention. We're going to shock the world. Let's keep it going, man. Let's get into this NBA. Let's get into this NBA. With that being said, the New York Knicks has a vacancy open right now. Probably one of the most premier jobs in the NBA. It really is. I mean, it's, they always say Madison Square Garden is just a mecca of basketball. It's definitely a place where you can go and shine and do great things, and they will love you in that city. It's a place where you could build yourself up to be a legend like my man Carmelo Anthony did back in the days. So, it's been a long time. Look, we all know when the Knicks are good, the NBA is good, right? There's certain teams that just, the NBA needs. The Knicks, the Celtics, the Lakers. Those are the type of teams that they need to be good to really, make the NBA look good. And so with that being said, they looking for a coach. Now, I've seen a lot of candidates, right? I've seen a lot of candidates for the New York Knicks jobs. Some of these candidates, I have no idea who they are. Like Johnny Bryant. I don't know who that guy is. But he's a candidate. Now, I do like this option right here, Mike Malone. For those who don't know who Mike Malone is the former Denver Nuggets head coach who was fired right before the playoff games started. But the only thing about Mike Malone, he's not too far from Tom Thibodeau. So, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do about that situation. If they close in personalities. But the difference is Mike Malone has won an NBA title. But his name's on the list. Another guy's on the list, Jason Kidd. The Dallas Mavericks head coach. Jay Wright, former Villanova head coach, is name on the list. Now, I don't know how serious that is because Jay Wright keeps telling I'm not coaching no more in the NBA. I don't want to go to the NBA. He's not willing to take a college job, let alone the NBA. So that's that. Danny Hurley, the two-time champion from UConn Huskies. Steve Nash. Now, Steve Nash had an opportunity to coach at Phoenix, and it was a failed experiment. I don't know how it's going to go back around. Now, a name from a blast from the past, Jeff Van Gundy. Now, for those who don't know or maybe too young, Jeff Van Gundy used to coach the Knicks back in the days when they used to have them heated games with the Pacers and the Heat and the Bulls. Man, those were some great series. So, Jeff Van Gundy is a coaching candidate. Another guy who used to coach, and I don't know if he's still a head coach now, or I know he's at one time with the Kings, but it's Mike Brown. He's another coaching candidate. Okay, here we are. Another name from the past, former Kentucky coach, as well as current Arkansas coach, John Calipari. Another candidate, Mike Budenholzer, a former Milwaukee Bucks championship coach. Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's father. Maybe he's going to take over the rings. I don't know. Another former Knick, Sam Cassell, was named the ugliest man in NBA at one time. Here's a name, Taylor Jenkins. I don't know him. I had no history on that man. I had no idea. Frank Vogel, former Indiana Pacers coach, a former coach at the Lakers where he won in the bubble. Andre Griffith. Now, I heard his name, but I don't know a lot about him, so I can't really give you no detail. Monty Williams was at the Phoenix for a while. I think he's currently, ain't he with Detroit? I think he's at Detroit currently. Really got a raw deal when he was at Phoenix, but that's a different story. So those are some of your coaching candidates that the Knicks have right now. In my opinion, the names that I really like, Mike Malone. I think Jason Kidd would be a good fit. I don't know about the Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy been out of the NBA for a long time, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But he's a candidate. I don't know. He's a candidate. Now, see, this hateful. It's some hateful shit right here. Before you start hating, Sean, you got to put the hate in the super chat. You can't just be hating for free. You got to put the hate in the super chat. You're going to send some hateful shit talking about my quarterback wears finger in that pop. Look, I don't give a damn what he does. At the end of the day, as long as that man can win and help me win the Super Bowl, he can wear a goddamn dress and tutu for all I care. I won't have his jersey. But he's still going to be my quarterback, and I'm going to cheer for him because he played for the Bears. And that's all that matters. You're a goddamn hater, Dean. You need to stop this shit.
Push the goddamn button.
Do me a favor, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I don't ask for a lot, but one thing I do ask for is y'all to hit that like button. I appreciate to push me into the algorithm to keep me going. I'm keep trying to grow and do great things over here. With that being said, I need for y'all to
push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn like button. I appreciate that. Now, Dean says, Mark Jackson. I would love to see Mark Jackson, especially in New York. I think that would be a great fit. But I don't know, man. Well, they stay away from Mark Jackson like he's an STD, boy. They don't want no STI, whatever they call it now. They don't want no parts of that guy. None. The wife said, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all do that. You see my beautiful wife saying that. Do me a solid and do what my wife said.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, they don't respect my man, Mark Jackson, man. I'm just trying to figure this out. Why they do him like that? They do him bad. And I think he would be a great coach, man. He deserves, truth, he deserves another opportunity. And he's not getting it for whatever reason. For whatever. I'm not going to sit there going into detail why. I don't know. I don't know. Now, some say he rubs people the wrong way because it's religious belief, and it's like maybe one of those hard-nosed, Bible thumper type dudes. I don't know. I hate to see that he's not getting an opportunity he should, though. He definitely deserves it. Let me also say this before we go too deep into the NBA playoffs. This month, June, is Men's Mental Health Month, right? It's Men Mental Health Month, man. And I want to see every man get the help that they truly deserve. Whether you going through some struggles, trials, and tribulations, where you are having suicidal thoughts, where you are just at wit's end with whatever's thrown at you in life. It may be your spouse, it may be your kids, maybe your job, maybe it's you, and you sick of your own goddamn self. Make sure you do what you got to do for your mental. Because without this, man, it's nothing. It's very important, you as fellas, men, that we take care of ourselves, man. We only get one shot at this thing. One shot. So make sure you're mental right. If you don't do it for yourself, man, do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it for your friends. But I just encourage you to do it, man. Take care of your mental, man. This is the month to do it. If that means you go and get in a circle of friends and loved ones and buddies that you know that you could confide in, that you could unload to, tell the truth, man, and maybe even shed a tear or two. I ain't gonna judge you. Do what you got to do. If that means you need to seek professional help, you feel like you need to go to a therapist, then do it. Whether you got to get on somebody's Zoom meeting or somebody's couch, you do it. If you feel like you need spiritual advisement, that's cool too. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to see you be better, fellas. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Now look at here. I knew my buddy gonna be here today. I knew my buddy Travel One was gonna be here today. You know why I know? She didn't tell Uber come here just to push the button. First thing first, Travel One, do me a solid and make sure you
push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button. Carter said, push the goddamn button. Bang Lee said, push the goddamn button. Then you need to
push the goddamn button.
Push that goddamn like button. Now, with that being said, Travel One, I will accept your apology because I did mention the news that happened over this weekend with Coco Gauff. And I did congratulate the young lady for winning the French Open. Yes, I did. You just wasn't here on time. You was 41 and a half minutes late. Now, that's not my fault, sister girl. That's yours. But yes, I did mention that Coco Gauff won the French Open. First time an American won it since Serena Williams. Congratulations to Coco Gauff. 21-year-old Coco Gauff. Just for my buddy, Travel One. I wouldn't do this to nobody else. But for my buddy, Travel One, who I know is going to hit
push the goddamn button.
Who's going to hit that like button for me. Congratulations to Coco Gauff and her winning the French Open. First time since Serena done it. Congratulations to her. Now, I'm not going to announce it again, Travel One. If you didn't hear it then, you're not going to hear it again. Unless you watch me on replay. And if you watch me on a replay, make sure you
push the goddamn button.
You damn right. Make sure you hit that like button for me. I appreciate that. My man B Smooth said, I like Udoka. Udoka is a long shot, he says. I don't know, man. Udoka got it really going on in Houston, man. They was a number 2 seed. I don't know if he would leave. Look, I was just down in Houston, right? I was just in the city of Houston. My wife always says, "Won't you want to move to Houston? Would you want to move to Houston?" No. Houston's too goddamn hot, and I don't like all them goddamn toes. 2 reasons I don't want to move to Houston. The toes and the hot ass weather, and I can't stand. I ain't never been in a hurricane. I don't want to be in a hurricane. I've seen the results of hurricane, and I don't want to have to deal with that shit. No. Houston is a beautiful place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. So for all my Houstoners, I think it's this. Here's how you do it. Huh? Think that's how you do it? I think that's how they do it. I mean, I seen some emblem on somebody's, I think it was a poster board or somebody's truck. And he did this. And that symbol It's for Houston. So shout out to Houston. Shout out to the Texans. Shout out to the Astros. Shout out to the Houston Cougars. What other team they got in Houston? The Houston former team, Houston Oilers. The Houston Rockets. What others they got in Houston? I don't know. That's irrelevant. Do they got a WNBA team? Shout out to the WNBA team in Houston. I don't know. But I'm not living there with you assholes. Nothing against you. Just your weather. Just your toes. Can't do it. Won't do it. Like my man Mike. Mike Secretary. Can't do it. Hank, just checking to see if you were held accountable for the Coco Gauff, man, because Travel One can tell the pilot what to do. Yet, with timelines, Travel One, are you a hold on, Travel One. Are you an airline stewardess? Is that your career? Is that why you call yourself Travel One? Just curious. But let's get back to it. The Knicks, like I said, they got a great organization, a great opportunity to hire a good coach. But look, let me say this. While I take a drink of my water. I really don't think they probably should have fired Tom Thibodeau. The Houston Comets, you're correct. I remember with your girl Cheryl Swoops won a couple titles, and Tina Thompson won a couple titles down with the Houston Comets. Shout out to them. I think I would have waited at least one more season. Give the man one more season to really allow this team to build. Because you got to think, it had his first year being with him like that. And then they had a lot of injuries. They made it to the Eastern Conference Championship game. They went 6 games. They didn't show up like they probably should have. And I think that first game really hurt their spirits, really hurt them. But with that being said, I really think Tom Thibodeau definitely deserved another season to see what he could possibly do. He said, somebody lied. Somebody. Somebody lied about the Knicks. Dang. But no, I really think Tom Thibodeau really deserved it. Probably should have got one more season. And to just let him see what could have possibly been. In my opinion, I just think that should have been the case. Because let's be honest, I think Tom Thibodeau is a great coach, truth be told. Now, it's funny thing about it. Your boy, what's his name? Used to play for Villanova. Not Hart, not Brunson, but Mikal Bridges. That's it, Mikal Bridges. He was complaining about getting too much. He was complaining about getting too much playing time. Now I ain't never heard this. I ain't never heard an NBA player complain about he playing too much. You know what I heard? Just the opposite. I heard I'm not getting enough playing time. I'm not getting enough shots up. I'm not getting enough of this. This dude crying about he's playing too much, and I won't play that much. I'm getting too many minutes. That's crazy to me, but it is what it is. New coach gonna come in, gonna haul at players that, then he gonna be crying about I ain't getting enough time. Well, I bet you go off Thibodeau back because he was giving you all the run you wanted to. That's what old saying is, you got to be careful what you ask for. Got to be careful what you ask for. But with that being said, let's get to this NBA Finals, man. So, guys, like I said before, The playoffs started on Thursday, June the 5th. It was the first day we were down in Houston. And I remember me and the wife, we was in a hotel room. I was tired. Didn't really feel like doing a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We were just in a hotel room, chilling, relaxing. Just got off the flight. Unfortunately, on our way down, we only had to take, it was a straight flight, so it was only one flight. It was about 2 hours, a little bit less, about 2.5, let's say that, 2.5 hours flight from Kentucky to Houston. So we got there on Thursday. So we was tired, so we didn't do anything too much. Got something to eat, and we was back in the room chilling, and was watching the game. And they was up 17. Right? They was up 17. And the thing about it, you know, I was late to get to the game because they're hour difference, right? So I'm thinking we got time because I'm like, oh, it ain't started yet. Well, no, it started at 7 their time, but 8 o'clock my time, and my watch said 8 o'clock. But my phone says 7, so I'm thinking, oh, I got another hour for the game. So then, you know, you still don't mean you're going to get there on time because I don't want to start when you can. So I got there about an hour and a half later. So they into the second quarter now. I mean, not second quarter, second half, third quarter. They you know what I'm saying, get playing in the game. And like I said, OKZ was dominating. You know, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander was doing the Shane Gilgeous-Alexander thing. He was doing his thing. He was killing it. They couldn't stop him. But for some reason, that fourth quarter, they let him come back. Right? And part of the comeback, they cut it all the way down to 3 at one time. I'm like, hold on, guys. Why are we doing this? You up 1 point. Why are you taking a 3-point shot? And they was taking some bad threes. It wasn't like they the end of the clock then take 3. No, they was taking 3 with 5 to 10 seconds left in the shot clock and taking threes. I'm like, dude, that makes no sense. And then I was telling my wife, I said the reason why I lost because they took threes and they didn't have to. You up? I know you got a shot clock, but why not go to the basket? Maybe you can get a foul call. Take a high percentage shot, tell one of these low percentage shots, but they kept doing it. 2 drives they did that. 1 drive they ended up turning over. Then the next 2 drives they took threes, didn't have to. They were just making silly mistakes. So, you know, I knew in that first game after they lost, if I was an Oklahoma City fan, I wouldn't panic. You know you can beat them. You can beat them any way you want to. They just made bad decisions, right? They made piss poor bad decision in that game 1. But you got to give it to Tyrese Halliburton. He did his thing. He hit that last second mid-range shot with 0.3 seconds left. He did what he's supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do. So you're supposed to be the best player on your team, then you got to act like it, and he did. But let me tell you what he didn't do in that second game. He didn't play like he was the best player on the team. He was damn near missing. You had to put an APB out for that man. He was so gone. Big Ann 11. Let me speak to you about my wife about time. She doesn't believe in being on time. She don't think being on time is fashionable. She's all for being fashionably late. Big Ann 11 said, Hink, listen to your wife and you would have been on time. No. No, I wouldn't have. I've been late. Like we was the minute things because my wife is late. She don't believe in being on time. It's against her religion. I'm just saying. She don't believe in being on time. I got to press her. And then you know she'll tell me, oh, why are you rushing me? It's no big deal. I'm just saying. Speaking of big deal, my son is calling me. I'm going to have to tell him I'm going to call her back. Hold on. Big man, let me call you back.
Hello?
Yeah. Let me call you back, dog. All right. I love you. Bye. Apologize, guy. Lil Hink was calling me. I got to call him back after the show. But she don't believe in being on time, Big Ann 11. So this is false. Oh, this is false. But talking about being on time, Tyrese Halliburton wasn't on time in game 2. He didn't show up. He said, I'm going to take the night off. I'd rather leave this game in the state of Oklahoma 1-1 instead of being up 2-0. Halliburton, let me help you out, buddy. You probably should have got that 2-0 lead. And it's probably why he's a little bit upset after the game, because he know he should have came out with 2-0. They didn't. They just got manhandled the whole goddamn time. And who showed up? Who else you think? The MVP, SGA, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander, 34 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. That's what the MVP is supposed to do. That's how MVP is supposed to move and operate and carry himself. Yeah, he had a good game first game, but he didn't finish the deal. But that's what he did this time. He said, I'm putting this to bed. It ain't going to be no comeback here. We're not going to give you guys any chance or any hope. Think y'all going to come back. We're going to go and bust y'all ass and sit our starters down the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. And so we can relax and head on back and play again on the 11th of June. So with that being said, now we are 1-1 in the series. The series is tied. Indiana takes 1 win the first game, gets blown out second game. That's life, right? That's just the way it is. J-Dub says, shout out to Little Hink. Shout out to him. For those who don't know, I like to do a season review with my son. So this will be season 3. It's redshirt sophomore year. So we're going to be doing a season 3 of Little Hink and me. So I can't wait. Y'all get ready for it. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Matter of fact, talk about meeting. I got to meet his girlfriend this weekend. Got to see where her head is. Now, my wife said, I don't want that girl in my house. I don't know her. It's bigger than that, right? Because at the end of the day, I got to make sure my son is around people who's going to be in his corner and on the side. It's going to make sure she's not going to be one of those type women that's going to try to drag him down or try to trap him. Nothing like that. We can't have that. So I got to have a conversation with this young heifer. I don't know if it's okay to call her heifer. Let me stop it. Because she might be decent. Now, from what I heard now, I don't know. My cousin said she's good peoples. They know her. They know her family. They play bingo together. So they supposed to be good people. They good people. I've seen her. Never actually got to talk to her. The first time I seen her, she was at my son's game. I'm like, who is this little girl? But it was some girl that his sister introduced him to. So I got to interrogate this young girl, see what her mind is, and make sure she's in the proper stages that she needs to be in order to deal with my son. That's very important. As a father, you got to do those type of things. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend, along with celebrating my birthday and enjoying Father's Day. Your boy gonna turn 50 this weekend. Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus.
That's right. But do me a favor, guys. I need for y'all
Push the goddamn button.
to hit that like button. Do me a solid, hit that like button. And look at this. Interrogate at the restaurant because I'm not cooking.
Lord Jesus.
It might be a good thing. Because I don't want to scare the girl off.
Lord Jesus.
J-Dub said, I'll be 48. 48. He said 48. July the 14th. Y'all make sure y'all celebrate that, brother. It's funny. J-Dub, my son's birthday's on July the 12th. He will be 20. My man Dean said, we made it to 50, boss. Yes, sir. Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. We almost there. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man. I've been around. I've seen a lot of things. I've been in a lot of situations that probably could have took me away from her, took me out. But somehow, some way, the Most High found a reason to keep me around, keep me alive, keep me breathing. I don't know what his plan is for me, not for real. His plan may not be my plan. My plan may not be his plan. He got his own plan. But whatever it is, I appreciate it. Now look at this shit. She said, well, you're old, Hink. I'm still trying to figure out how somebody who's older than me calling me old. How does that work, guys? How does that work? Somebody who is older than I calling me old. Make that make sense. If I'm older than you and I'm calling you old, what does that make you? What does that make you if I'm old and you older than me? But not by a month or two, a whole season. You a whole season older than me. But you say I'm old. Look here, I can accept that. If you call me old, I can accept that. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You're not gonna hurt. You calling me old ain't gonna hurt my. Somebody say, hey, OG. I say, yes, sir. Lord's willing, you get here. Lord's willing, you get that title. I'm just saying. There's some cats that didn't make it. Some cats you know, used to run with, used to hang with, used to party with, used to kick it with. Chicks you used to. Y'all know what y'all used to do. Ain't here no more. Just be glad, be grateful. Again, it's me and mental health month, man. Some of these cats didn't make it because they didn't feel like they could live any longer. I'm still here, and I'm going to fight to the end. I can't let you take me out like that. I'm going to fight. Speaking of fight, I got to fight the biggest hater on this side of Mississippi. His name is Big Ant 11. Shout out to Big Ant 11 with the $10 super chat. He said, how many times are you going to claim 50? You've been 50 for the last 450 years. This small. This son of a bitch here. I hope you get food poisoning when you go to Cracker Barrel with your old ass, Big Aunt 11. I'm sick of you. Or when you eat that bad sausage and biscuit when you go sit at McDonald's with the rest of your old buddies drinking coffee and shit. I hope it gives you diarrhea. That might be large. I apologize, Big Aunt. I should have said all that. I should have said all that. My bad, dog. My bad. You a hater, though. I'm sick of you. Shout out to Big Aunt 11 for the $10 super chat. He didn't have to. He chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. And not only that, thank you for your service. That's what she is. She's a goddamn cougar. And she wanted a young man, J-Dub. And she got one. I'm a whole season younger than her. I don't know what she talked about a few months. My ass. She said, don't put that OG on me. You can keep that title. I will say it again. Guys, I had no problems. When the young bloods, they call me up, man, I ain't got no problem with that. OG, man, I ain't got no problem. Look here. I know where I came from. I know where I've been. And man, for me to get an opportunity to get these goddamn grays in my beard, I ain't really got none in my hair. Y'all see, I ain't hair I got a few gray here and there, gray. I don't dye my shit. I don't believe in that shit. That's something I never thought about doing. I just accept it, man. Let me say this. I accept these gray hairs in my beard. I accept. That's wisdom to me. That's maturity. That's seasoning. That's life. I've been through it. Hoping I can make 50 more. Y'all pray for your boy. But what y'all praying for me, I need for you to do me a favor and make sure you
Push the goddamn button.
That's right. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, buddy. I promise you I appreciate it. My man E said, what up, he? Just wondered if you already covered the College World Series game. Asking for a friend. I don't give a goddamn about baseball. E, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't heard me talk about nothing baseball. Now, I will talk about your boy from the Cincinnati Reds. Diaz. I do like him. College baseball, I don't give a shit about. If that's what you're looking for, go to hell. I was hoping McDonald retire or something. I'll take a job somewhere else, but somehow he keeps winning. So congratulations, man. But we all know y'all not going to finish. We know y'all ain't going to win the big one because y'all not good enough. Y'all choke every time. My man Jay does said, I just died. My bird over 2 weeks ago. He said, I always cut my hair bald so you don't see the grays on my bird. I mean my head. But my bird, I have to keep it dyed. Yeah, Jay, I never thought about doing it. I seen some people who would dye their bird, man, and then they be like 60 years old dyeing your shit. I'm like, what the hell? That shit looks crazy to me. Your shit be just too black, jet black. I'm like, God. Only thing I'm dying is my Levi jeans. Speaking of Levi jeans, I went to the Levi store in Houston. They was saying another reason why I don't want to live in Houston, because y'all got a sorry ass outlet mall. Now they got a lot of them. I mean, I just went to one. Maybe it's because it was the one I went to. It was trash. But I judge an outlet mall based on the Levi store. And if they don't have nothing I like in there, I judge it as bad. So if I come to your prospective state or city and you got a bad outlet mall with a Levi store that's trash, then your city is trash. My man Jada said I had gray and white in my beard. I had to let it go. I know that's right. I know that's right. Thank you, sir. Man, I'm not talking about that damn baseball. Look here. Let me say this. If y'all make it to the championship round, I will definitely make sure I talk about Louisville baseball. But until then, I'm not. I'll talk about it when it's the championship game and it's the best of three, and then I'll go from there. But I ain't going to talk about it right now because I don't pay attention to it enough to know what's going on. I ain't going to front. I ain't going to lie. And after this NBA, I'm going to be lost for about a month until we really fire up that NFL football. He said they was running wild and white and gray, and the bird was running wild. They had to get rid of him. They was looking crazy. They took over. It was a gray and white takeover, and I couldn't. I know that's right. I definitely understand. But guys, with that being said, I promise you, I need for y'all to do me a favor and
Push the goddamn button.
hit that like button. Hit that like button. I appreciate every last one of you guys being here tonight. I promise you I do. Every last one of you show up. My man J-Dub, my man E, my man Chon Dean, Mrs. Hink, Big Anna 11, Be Smooth. Man, shout out to all of you guys who are here, man. I promise you. My man Pitch Grind Pod, man, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate doing the collab with you. I had fun. Hopefully we could do another one here soon. My man World Class from Stopping Through, shout out to him. Man, just everybody. Travel One, even with her. Make sure you mention Coco Gauff ass. I will thank every last one of you guys being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. And for all you fellas, it's Men's Mental Health Month, man. Make sure you do what you got to do for your mental, man. Make sure you do what you got to do because that's very important. I want to see you guys be successful. In order for you to be successful, you got to get your mind right. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Right on.